Hi guys, welcome to appbeginners.com. This video series will focus on Windows 8 app development for the complete beginner, someone with little to no programming or software development knowledge. You can follow us on our website, appbeginners.com, and on Twitter and Facebook using the links provided below in the description of this video. Windows 8 is Microsoft's new toy. It's the new operating system, which is going to follow Windows 7. Hasn't been fully released to the public yet, but there is a consumer preview for customers to have a bit of a play around with. That's the version we'll be using for the duration of this series, and that's what this video will focus on today: installing Windows 8 Consumer Preview. You need a couple of things to get started here, all of which are operating system non-specific. So if you're using Windows or Mac, Linux, it shouldn't matter. This will work on all of those. So first of all, you need to go along to virtualbox.org/wiki/downloads. I'll post that link below in the description so you can follow that. And you need to choose the VirtualBox for your specific operating system. I'm currently using Windows, so I should be using this top link here, but if you're using Mac, use the one for OS X, and so for Linux, Solaris, etc. So click the link and download that. That shouldn't be any different from any other application that you've installed before. Just save the executable file, save that somewhere, and then go along and open that up and install it. There's lots of YouTube tutorials on installing Oracle's VirtualBox, so I needn't go through that. It's relatively straightforward, no different to any other program. So from here, this is the slightly trickier bit. Now, once you've installed Oracle's VirtualBox, and open it, it will look like this. This is what you'll be greeted with, this welcome to VirtualBox page. It will be blank, as is this. No operating systems installed on it. So the first thing we need to do is go along to Windows 8 Consumer Preview. The link is also posted below, and click on Get It Now. Here's where you can download the operating system image files. There's a couple of versions here. You've got the 64-bit version, which I would recommend most people go for. Otherwise, if your PC is getting a bit old, I suppose you could go for the 32-bit version, but we'll go with the 64-bit for this tutorial. Click on that, save the file in a safe location, and it's quite a big file. It's 3.3 gigabytes, so that will take a fair amount of time to download depending on your internet connection. So once that's downloaded, we'll go back to our VirtualBox, and what we need to do now is set it up and install Windows 8. So for this, we click on New. Read through the text if you want, but nothing very interesting there. Just click the next button, and here is where we're going to give our VirtualBox a name. So for this tutorial, obviously we're installing Windows 8. So we'll type that in, and automatically the operating system type is selected below. If you want to call it something obscure, you're more than welcome to do so. Call it anything you like, and make sure you select Microsoft Windows followed by Windows 8 64-bit down the bottom there. I'm on Windows 8 for this. Continue. Right, next you've got to select how much memory you want to allocate to your VirtualBox. Now you do have to be a bit careful here. Make VirtualBox too much memory, your computer will be sluggish and it will struggle to load your VirtualBox. If you give it too little, your VirtualBox will be sluggish and things will become very tedious and a bit slow. I've got 16 gig of memory on my computer here, so what I might do is I might give it 8 gig roughly. I think for most people you could give it anything above 2 gigabytes and I think you'll be relatively okay. Anything less than that and you might notice some sluggishness. So continue by clicking next, and here we need to set up a new virtual hard disk. You want to make sure this box is ticked here, set up disk, and also the radio box is checked for create new hard disk, and then move to the next one. Now here you want to make sure you've got virtual hard disk selected. That's the one we need for setting up Windows 8. Click next, and here you can choose either dynamically allocate, which VirtualBox will change the amount of hard drive space allocated to your Windows 8 install, or you can fix the size of it. I'm going to fix the size of that because I don't think we're going to need too much space for this. I'm going to set it to 30 gig. I don't think we'll be using any more than that. But you can always change the size of this later on if you feel the need. So carry on, and you reach the end and create a hard drive by clicking on the create button. VirtualBox now creates everything it needs to for setting up your Windows 8's virtual hard drive. This can sometimes take a while, so be a bit patient. Sometimes it takes maybe 10 or 15 minutes, but it's well worth the wait. Now that's been completed, we can move on to the next part, and the next part is installing the Windows 8 operating system onto this newly created virtual hard disk, and that will be part 2 of this video.